everyone! Benny and I were just reminiscing about all the fun we had yesterday with the squirrels. Oh my gosh, so of course, like we said yesterday, we were bringing the squirrels those fun games to do, and we did them all together, and it was so much fun. But those squirrels, oh my gosh, they've always got something going. So they got some new snowmobiles, so we had to go snowmobiling with them, and we went snowboarding, and we went skiing, and then we got a really crazy game of pine cone football going, and we were really I got so much work to do, so Benny had the great idea, hey, why don't I just build up a quick little snowman for him, Benny tells me, which he did, and we all know how fast he can make those snowballs. So he made a little teeny snowman, and we encouraged them to decorate them so we could sneak out and get our work done. And man, did we have so much work to do. And I've been working, and we're basically done. And so now I get to actually rest, which I'm looking forward to. But Benny said that he packed something special in my backpack for our very last day together, and I could get ready for some rest. So I'm kind of curious to see what he put in there. You want to come with me and see what Benny has? Okay, come on, let's go.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see what Benny has packed up for me on our very last day. Oh, Benny! He got me a reforming snowman kit because Benny knows that I have been really working on my snowball skills because I really want to work on being a great snowball maker just like Benny is, and this will be great for me to practice my skills with. And what's fun is that I can make my snowmen just like this, and you build them up. I'm kind of making it, see, this is why I need to practice. It's not really, maybe I'm doing it a little bit. Well, now you see why I need to work on this, right? So it looks like maybe I'll do it like that. And I'm going to show you in a minute why it's called the reforming snowman. So now I get to have all the fun of putting the parts on. I'm going to do his little eyeballs like this, and his little nosy like that, and his buttons. I think I'm just going to do 2 buttons. And of course, his stick arms. I'm going to have one waving, I'm going to have one going down here. And then, just like in the book, after the snowmen have so much fun, they kind of have their bodies change a little bit. And that's what happens with this reforming one. So when you just leave it here for a little while, you'll see what happens. I'm going to speed things up a little bit so you can see for yourself. All right, so now you can see that our little snowman here actually reminds me a lot of the snowman that Benny and I hang out with and have fun with at night, because he's looking a little rough. But just like a real snowman, all it takes to get him going again is just a little bit of a rebuild. So that's kind of part of the fun of snowmen, isn't it? You get to just kind of keep rebuilding them. And then if you want, you can make them different, right? You don't have to make them the exact same every single time if you don't want to. So this time I'm just going to make a little bit of a shorter one. And I think I'm going to use button eyes this time. And I'm still going to do the carrot nose because I think that's pretty fun. I'm not going to do a hat. And I think I'm going to put both of his little arms up in the air this time, just for fun. And then you always get to name your snowman. Did you know that? There's actually a special way that snowmen get their names. And actually, always in my backpack, see, isn't that cute? Looks like he's like, hey! In my backpack, I always keep a special little chart so that the snowmen know what their names are, because you know, sometimes they know, sometimes they don't. So let me show you that chart real quick. You might like that. I always have it in my backpack. Here it is. So this is how snowmen find out their names. So first, their first name is based on the child or the person who built them, the first letter of their name. So, for example, let's say that Benny built a snowman. So we would go to the B's right here. And so your snowman's first name, if it was Benny who built it, would be Twinkle. And then you go for the last name by looking and seeing what month you were born. So Benny was born in February, and so that's Von Carroll's. So Benny's snowman's name would be Twinkle Von Carroll's. Now my name is Jacqueline, so we look for the J, and there it is. Peppermint would be my snowman's first name, and I was born in January, so the last name would be Frostman. So isn't that fun? So now you know how that is done, and you can do it with all of your family and friends and see what all of their snowmen's names are. Now I felt like there was one more thing in this bag. Let me see what Benny had packed for me. Oh, Benny. Look at this. He knows that when I am getting ready for sleep, I like to have, just like what the snowman mommy made in the book, ice cold cocoa. So, it looks like this is a special mug that Benny made in my bag for me, and I get to decorate my mug. So I think what I'm going to decorate is one of my favorite memories with my snowman friends from last year, and that is when I got to go snowboarding with one of the snowmen that we met, and that was awesome. So here's a snowman, and I can pull it apart and get different colors here. I'm going to make my snowboard yellow, and I'm going to use a little bit of blue here to show snowflakes falling. And I think I'm going to make my snowman's eyes be blue as well. And then maybe just a nice little green hat for him. And a nice green smile. And then lastly, of course, an orange carrot nose. So then I have my mug so nicely decorated. So I just pop it right back in here. And now it's time to make my ice cold cocoa. So it's super easy. You just put the chocolate mix in the mug, and then you use some water. I like ice cold water. So I'm going to kind of swirl and use my winter magic here to get the water to come. And then once you have the water in there, you just stir it up. And it's ready to be enjoyed as soon as you get all of the chocolate mixed in there. Now, Benny was telling me something kind of funny. I'll share it with you too. He said that some humans like their cocoa hot. I mean, hot cocoa? Are you kidding me? That's hilarious. But if you like your cocoa hot, you can of course add hot water to the chocolate mixture and enjoy it that way if that's your thing. But I like ice cold cocoa, just like what the snowman mommies make. And that just really hits the spot for me when I'm getting ready to go to bed at night. And there's one last thing that really brings me a lot of joy at night, and that is to watch the snowflakes fall and just gently come down from the sky. It's so soothing. And I noticed that Benny put a special thing in here for me to be able to see lighted snowflakes. So I'll be able to enjoy real ones and lighted ones. And you can see, I'll kind of reflect it down here. Oh wait, maybe I'll even do better than that. I'll use my magic and then you can see what it looks like on the ceiling. Hang on. Isn't that amazing? It's so soothing and comforting. And I love just to look at the snowflakes while I get nice and snuggly in my ice blanket to go to sleep for a few weeks after all my hard work. So I hope you enjoy your snowflake light too. So let's go find Benny and say thank you for all these wonderful things that he had packed up for me. And then we'll be able to say goodbye to you, and we'll go find him right now. Okay, come on, let's go. Benny and I have done all of our hard work, and it's now time for us to go and relax. Benny, thank you so much for the nice, thoughtful gifts that you put into my backpack. I really appreciated the ice cold cocoa, was probably my favorite. But now it's time to go ahead and let the snow begin, because it's nice and cold for that. So I'm going to grab my snow staff and start the snow. Benny, here it comes. All right, well, until next year, happy winter, everybody.